you know, I see individuals who have been born in the United States take this country for granted, and that's cool. I mean, people could do what you want, you have freedoms and so on, but this is a superpower nation, and superpower means that it's superpower. Superpower means that everybody perhaps should be superpower, and then you have this big superpower. Not the majority, you kind of like, dwarfs, and then you have a couple giants and then superpower. As soon as less people become powerful, then the whole thing might go through. Now, students, I find, and history teachers are, I'm not sure if they take it serious. For example, a class in history, what seems to come out of the class is the students try to emulate and try to revert to the type of cultural aspects of this civilization. For example, they might be studying Egypt, and then they're going to dress up like Egyptians, and then they're going to sing that song, dance like an Egyptian, and putting their hand like a duck neck and going, side to side and so on. And they figure that's the history class. And same thing they do about Greece and so forth. But what I think history needs to show is that how nations reach the golden age and then the decline, and so that you will see the type of variety of things that cause declension and then avoid those. So that in Greece, for example, there was the classic education, and it was of such, my understanding is that students were so important that they dictated the type of curriculum they want, and then the older folks said, yeah, we can give them what they need. So you find that students that are, me, for example, I prefer my teacher to tell me to memorize the whole book or give me some challenges that I can't really accomplish, but I have things to work at forever to try to master it. And I'll leave it up to them because they had been, my age, and they're old, and they have some wisdoms that they're going to guide me through things so I could avoid some of the pitfalls they've made. But now, in Greece, the students were dictating the curriculum, and they will say, we don't want to do math, or we don't want to do science, we want to listen to rap music or whatever, or we just want to go out and dance, go down to Africa and see the type of dance they do, mix it up with Americanism, and then call it, break dance, whatever. And so when these individuals grow up now, they have a path they go. They might compete some game that's gonna catapult them up to Harvard, Yale, or whatever. But apart from that, you find that the people who are the top ones in the society generally are the celebrities. Some of the celebrities are comedians, and some people become important just because they happen to, had a freak something, like they end up having 6 kids some weird way, and then they become famous. Kate and John and so on, and Octomom, and then they become dancing with the stars, and then they become so important. They sometimes you want to run for government. There might be governor, there might be the president, whatever, but there was no substance to their catapulting. Now recently, Nelly Wilson was on Larry King, and he's saying that marijuana smoking is less harmful to cigarette smoking. Now both are bad, but one is less harmful, according to him, and he thinks that marijuana is less harmful. And I'm not sure if Willie has any education. I tried to look up his autobiography, and they talk nothing but his schooling. So he doesn't have a degree, it seems, in even music. Does he play music? I mean, if the masters were to look at his work, would they say that, wow, look at these chords he put together and come up with something new? Maybe it's just like the Beatles, just playing something that feels good and sounds good. It might be warm music, it might be wailing music, it might be depression music, it might be something, but it sounds exciting and folks like it, and he makes a whole bunch of money, then he becomes a star. But basically, marijuana, as I could see, it's a drug that is different from the nicotine and so on. We know nicotine could kill, but marijuana maybe could even cause emphysema. But bottom line is that it suppresses the brain, so you don't feel pain, and unless you had some pain, you don't need to suppress your brain. And so I've noticed as a school teacher that many students, they're there, but like they can't even get what you're trying to tell them. Yes, they may come that you're not speaking in their domain. They might be visual, or they might be kinesthetic or olfactory, whatever. But even if you go into their various domain and try to get down with them, they can't get it because they have done themselves abuse with the type of drugs they're taking. So I think in this new era, and now that we have seen the brink and we have recoiled from the brink and we're trying to go back to the golden age. I think we need to start focusing on getting people who are going to be our opinion leaders to be intelligent. I think that why students aren't doing well in school is because there's no correlation between being a good student and making the money and becoming a celebrity or becoming famous. The people who are making the money are the scamps. The people who are becoming celebrities are the dumb folks. And the professionals, what they're doing is that they're talking stupid, and the others allow them to talk stupid because they can talk stupid and they want to make some money. But I think that we need to put aside this political correctness and get down to the thing. If somebody says something that isn't based on anything, we need to come out and beat it up and throw it away. Forget yourself. If you come with something, you beat it up. If we beat up each other, what we can do then? Somebody's going to say, you know what, I better get something that is very, very practical and based on a whole bunch of different things, so that it's going to be reliable and valid and credible. Unless we do this, we're going to have some sad leaders, because we saw with George Bush and we see with Sarah Palin. I mean, she's a popular person. She has making a whole bunch of money, getting talk show and all this stuff, but I mean, yes, she has people writing her script and writing a speech, and people in the background you can't see holding up cards for them to know what they're saying, Tyra Banks and all these folks. We need to come back to the place where people that really, really, really got the sense, and who could write their own speech and who have common sense, going to get these positions, because it comes down to, can you function and can you sustain this superpower? If you don't have what it takes, it's going to push into the earth. And being the top dog, and when this happens, it's going to be serious problems. I mean, we saw what happened to Rome. I mean, Rome, they kept pushing and taking the to start off with man fighting man, then they say, you know what, that's not exciting again, because people started to lose interest, so they bring man fighting tigers, and then they say, you know what, that's not fun again, we bring in everything, we throw in tigers, lion, snake, shark, boat and man, and let me see who's going to come out alive. So it keep going to the next level, and then Rome just disappeared. So do we want to disappear like that? I hope that we're going to start looking and giving people who have some sense that represent us properly power, so that it doesn't corrupt them or it doesn't destroy them, but it gives them power to do much more good.